What's good, people? Just wait for some more people to come on my YouTube, okay? What's good? What's good? And don't forget to email me, all right? Right now, I need y'all to share this out. So what's up, everybody? Join the Sabir Bay YouTube channel. I'm going to put the link up here so y'all can hit a brother up. So listen, if y'all have X, please share this out on X. And if I'm wrong, you can come on the feed and X me out with some facts. So at this moment, y'all, let's share it out for right now. Okay? So it's the Saturday evening. Y'all get ready to go to church tomorrow and give your money to all the ministers for I don't know what reason. But anywho, do you, family. So let me do this real quick. I need to know where y'all tuning in from. Hit the link, hit the like, hit the shares. Let's rock out. Come on. Oh my goodness, man. All right, so I'm tweeting things out, y'all. So you bear with me, okay? So let's get this party started. Let's go, baby.
80%.
Let's go. We are tuning in from Bermuda in the building.
Be strong.
Shout out to all the way in Bermuda via UK. Come on, family. We got people local and scared to tell me where they tuning in from. And we got people all the way from in the UK tuning in. That's why I do what I do. Let's go. Where y'all at? Where we at?
Be strong. Be strong. You can sell the devil. You can sell the devil. You can sell the devil. Word. You can tell the devil. Tell the devil. Word. Why? You can sell the devil. Be strong. Word. Stand on the rock. When the devil got your soul and you ain't got control, you know you born again, but you feel like you old. Put your mind on Christ, put your mind on Christ, forever that's
Rewind.
Be strong, be strong. You can sell the devil, you can sell the devil, you can sell the devil. Word. You can tell the devil, just tell the devil. Word. Why? You can sell the devil.
Come on, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Stand on the rock. When the devil got your soul and you ain't got control, you know you born again, but you feel like you old. Put your mind on Christ, put your mind on Christ, for everlasting life. You must listen to this. Now you can get with this, or you can get with that. I'll make you go with this.
My Christians, where you at?
Well, this is KRS.
Hold on.
You must listen to this.
Where's my Christians at?
With this, or you can get with that. I'll make you go with this.
My Christians, where you at?
Well, this is KRS, the Church of the Harvest. Hip hop with up your less. Under this as a fire, his choir brings the fire. He's taking it higher. Tell the devil is a liar. I know you think about the Y2K. And I see it's fear to make you lose your ways, but we got
It's fear that makes most of you grown men lose your way, baby. Let's go.
hip hop with up your less. Under this as a fire, his choir brings the fire. He's taking it higher. Tell the devil is a liar. I know you think about the Y2K. And I see it's fear that makes you lose your ways, but we got something that is bigger than that. And we stand upon the rock that cannot break. Through the millennium, don't you think you've been here before?
Come on, y'all, let's go. Turn it up. edutainment show, baby. Edutainment.
You must tell the devil. You must tell the devil. You got to tell the devil. You must tell the devil. You must tell the devil. Word up. Word.
Warm it up. Open up the lines, baby.
Be strong. Be strong.
Stand on that rock, y'all.
Be strong.
That's the link. Come to the cipher.
It's money and the little things you wear. You worry about your porno, you worry about your hair. Then you pick up the faith, and you must live in fear. Now listen to me, and listen to me clear. Oh, you know what you're saying. I think it's time for praying. Don't put your trust in Satan. It's Christ you put your faith in. You minimize your hating, and stop your hesitating. And think it gets you moving. So do not be mistaken. You must tell the devil. You must tell the devil. You must tell the devil. Word. You got to tell the devil. Oh, tell the devil. You got to tell the devil. Word. You must tell the devil. You must tell the devil. Word. Tell that devil. Word. You must tell the devil. You listen to these lyrics, they seep into your spirit. You shiver when you hear it, but some just cannot bear it. But when you get a parent, just don't need that you hear it. It's KRS.
Come on, spread the word.
Tell the devil, tell that devil, tell that devil, tell that devil, you must tell the devil, tell that devil, get out of my life, change your life.
So shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to everybody that's listening to me globally. So I just walked in the house. Oh, I gotta say this real quick, you know. And remember, I was telling y'all that tomorrow's not promised to nobody. ATL, what's up? We got ATL in the building. Remember, I told y'all tomorrow's not promised to no one. I told you that, right? So may Allah be pleased with Angie Stone. That's all I can say, because everybody has a date. You don't know how you're going to go, when you're going to go. You can't avoid it. It's not. You just don't know. So every last one of y'all, you worrying about your car note, you worrying about your hair, you worrying about the craziness. But when you come on this show, every day you're making history, because this will outlive all of us. All of us. They'll be looking back at this like they look back at Malcolm X stuff and Martin Luther King stuff and be like, damn, I remember I was on that show. So again, you make history every time you jump on this feed. So you typing don't mean anything. So I've done a lot, baby. Okay. Shalom, Vancouver. You in Vancouver? Damn. So I did a video early today, was talking about the guy, and he's noticed I haven't heard nobody talk about this yet. Even not on the Angela Rye. I keep trying to tell y'all, you keep thinking that these so-called black people is about our people, from Jamal Bryant to Al Sharpton to Ben Crump. All of them get a check, man, from these people, bruh. I told y'all. I asked y'all, so if y'all are new on my Instagram, let me know. Why haven't nobody talked about what I pulled up earlier today about that guy? The guy who started that blackout for February the 8th. Why haven't nobody brought it up? They don't even know what they boycotting and protesting. I don't even know. They don't even know what they boycotting. This is the weird part. So I'm going to ask these people that's on Instagram, who y'all think started that boycott? And this is why people give up on you black folks, man, because y'all don't stand for sugar. Nothing at all. Nothing. So it's March the 1st. 2025. Damn, every time I think about it. March the 1st, 2025. Right? And again, Nobody knows and nobody's talking about it. But let me introduce y'all to who this dude is, okay? Bear with me, okay? This is the guy that put it out there for March the 28th. This dude was arrested. Nobody's talking about him, though. The man behind the economic blackout served time for sex-related offenses. Somebody talk to me for a minute. You see how Negroes are so, oh, brother, that's okay, but we got to crucify R. Kelly because the master told us to crucify R. Kelly. Well, you justify what R. Kelly did. I wasn't in the room with R. Kelly, but this dude got a record of what he did. Remember, I brought this up, y'all. March the 1st, 2025. Nobody's talking about the dude that's behind the blackout. Was that dude? Take a note. Last longer. But niggas are running because pastors told you, because you don't understand propaganda yet. I'll let y'all marinate on that for 1 second. So, you know what black folks will say? And this is why y'all not respected, B. You don't stand on nothing. Y'all like microwave stuff. So you didn't see Jamal Bryant come out about this. You didn't see Al Sharpton come out about this. None of them came about with that dude. That's the dude who started it, y'all. For you Negroes that's running around here right now. Him. So, but nobody's saying let's boycott the IRS. No one is saying let's boycott the police department. So, beer, that don't make sense, brother. This is what Negroes will say. Well, that don't make sense, brother. Why would we boycott the police department? Why would we boycott the IRS? Why would we boycott the courtrooms? Because that's where y'all go at, and you get money taken from you in all those places. What we supposed to do? I'm not your leader, B. I'm not your leader guy. I got somebody that is though. So everybody got that? Take a picture. It lasts longer, okay? The link is up there if anybody wants to jump on the feed. My link is right there if you want to jump on the feed. Okay? So let me show you who y'all leader people are. You ready? Here it is. This is the nonprofit. Tax exempt. Look, I'm going to explain something to y'all. Y'all ready? You ready? Because I don't want to stay on here long. So I don't know if y'all familiar with this or not. Now I'm going to give y'all games, so y'all not giving me money like this. That's a lot of money. This is Al Sharpton. So I'm going to explain these things to you, and if it makes sense, let me know. Okay? So the National Action Network. This is the EIN number. So I'm going to give you a little rundown on how this works, okay? So please hit the link and come on. So give me 1 second. I'm multitasking, y'all, so y'all got to bear with me, okay? If y'all confused about something, hit the link and come on. If you're confused about something, but I do classes on this. Give me 1 second. You can look this up for yourself. Well, it's too far down the line, so bear with me. So the EIN number, which you see right here, is employee identification number. That right there. Employee identification. This is a nonprofit. So this is Al Sharpton and them, right? I'm explaining this now. I'm going to explain this to y'all. This is how much money they was getting, and they still getting. They have private, let me help you out, public society benefit. What the hell do they need? What do they need money for this? Y'all getting this? So in 2023, tax filing provided first class or charter travel. I said, yo, this is kind of crazy. These are the people that's eating well. Nobody's boycotting this. What do they give the people? So let's go down further. Am I making sense? These are the people right here. Al Sharpton, this is an attorney, was an esquire in Ebony. Pay attention. I need y'all to follow me. If y'all confused again about something, please let me know. If you're confused. First class or hold up. Wait a minute. On top of that, when you donate to these people, this is their donation. Give me 1 second. Are y'all ready? See how quiet it is on this feed because niggas ain't trying to do nothing? Because when real information comes, y'all run and say, what's the point, Sabir? What's the point? There it is right there. So I'm going to explain these things to you. If I said to donate to me $40, $60, $150 or $500, you'd be complaining a lot, wouldn't you? You would be complaining. But let me explain this to you. Let's go back. Al Sharpton and none of them never told y'all to go get a state constitution or the U.S. Constitution. Did they? Where's your money going at? When Karen and I was doing classes in Long Beach, we went to go get constitutions. Constitutions, and was no taxes. Nobody paid us. We went to go get constitutional books, states, and was giving them out. Giving the state constitution out. This is the federal, this is the state. Federal, state. Sharpton don't do that. So, what are they doing with this money? So, as I'm sitting here and I'm like, hey, Dre, I got my Kenyan pump brother here. We got black folks in the state scared to get on this feed, brother. My brother from Kenya jumped on the feed. This is crazy. This is why people laugh at you black folks and you think I'm wrong. Come on, because I'm showing you everything. I'm proving it to you. I'm proving this to you. This is Al Shaw. I'm sitting back, brother, trying to figure it out. This is them. They don't even tell you to go get a constitution of your state. But yet, this is them. What did they do? And where's Al Sharpton's church at? Provided first class or charter. Damn, I wish I can get a private first charter plane, nigga. Shit. I do more work. If somebody really was donating to me like that, I'll be all over the world trying to educate our people, bro. Shit. This is crazy, brother.
They don't want to. They do not want educated people, Shabir.
No, they don't want educated people. They want people that will follow them. That's why. And it's a nonprofit. So let me explain to you this thing right here, y'all, just in case y'all don't know what this is. So there's a book. I told y'all to look it up online. Y'all can look this book up. It's called Credit and Collection Law. I have this book. I'm going to tell you something. The book is called, remember I showed you the book, brother? It's called Credit and Collection Law. One more time. Credit and Collection Law. Credit and Collection Law. Now, remember when I told you that in that book, it should be a gray book or something like that. I bought it years ago. It was $100. I bought it at the University of Penn. And I always tell this story. My brother Johan and I, we went half on this book. Give me 1 second. Why is my charger not charging? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, okay, y'all? My phone is not charging, so just bear with me. Okay. So my brother Johan and I, we went half on the book. The book was $100 now. So the book was called The Credit and Collection Law. In this book, it'll tell you where the debtor gets his social security number at. Listen to me. I keep trying to tell you, if you go to watch all my videos on YouTube, you will actually, that's why I tell y'all, subscribe to the channel, keep your notifications on, just sit back. It's a whole damn near university. My YouTubes are like universities. That's what some brother said too. Your joints is like university. I don't know every goddamn thing, but I do know what I've been studying for over the past 25 years. So that would make me an expert, right? In something if I did it over 25 years.
For sure will.
Okay, I just was asking. So it makes you an expert. So I told you there's an entrance fee for me. So if you're trying to contact me, there's a fee that's trying to contact me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I told y'all that's like going to a club and people, you got to pay that $10 or $20 to go to the club. That's how it is when you're trying to reach out to me. Don't think that you can reach me for free. So I just had to put that out there. So the credit and collection law book will tell you where the debtor obtains his social security number at. Now I can break the whole social security number thing down. So another thing is when you read the social security card, which y'all tear the social security card off, there's another part to the social security card. Let me explain. That card says do not give this number to no one. And if they ask you for that number, this is the education part, brother. See how this coming? It is say if they ask you for it, right? They got to tell you why, because it's yours. We free willy-nilly because under pressure and ignorance that we actually give it to them. It's not even yours. It's not yours. So on here, the National Action Network, this is an EIN number. I used to have an EIN number. Let me explain this to you. I'm going to give you this game for free. I used to have an EIN number. It's employer identification number, which this is something that you should be giving them, not your social security number. Oh, damn. I don't think they caught that one, bro. You think I'm lying? Try me. Try me. I'm going to say this one more time. If you think I'm BSing, bring me your best and drop me off. Let's be like Al Sharpton. Y'all can charter a plane for me and I can come to every state and prove it to you. But we've been beat down so much, brother, and broke down so much and trusted so many people. We don't trust the real people who's willing to do this. The real people, you want to pay them pennies after you spent millions that somebody lied to you. Then you want to spend pennies on the person who's really putting the information out there and can back it up. So if you think I'm lying, research it. That's the EIN number, which stands for Employee Identification Number. Your social security number is only for you. It's for you. But you weren't never told that. But this is why I looked at what was going on with that dude. And I said, what is the connection between Al Sharpton and the guy, John Schwartz, who actually was the one that started the whole boycott black? Believe me, bro, this is going to get crazy. So I want y'all to see this, right? And if you want to support what I do, there you go right there. Go look in the green. And I'm open for any of these lectures if y'all confused about something. It's a 501c3, not, okay? Al Sharpton have not brought y'all nothing to these platforms. None of them. Not even Jamal Bryant. So let's go back to the dude who actually was the one that started this whole thing. Give me 1 second. Here we go again. You notice you haven't heard nobody talk about this, Dre. Nobody talked about this dude was behind right here, served time for sex-related offenses. I just wouldn't you would like to know what kind of sex offenses that he was doing? Nobody's talking about that dude. Nobody's talking about him. But you'll bring up everybody's past that looks like us and what they did. Because y'all still don't understand how propaganda works. You still don't know how propaganda works. And Negroes don't have no heart and no balls for nothing. He was in jail, baby. This is what black folks will say. What kind of sex crime did he do? Wait a minute. Well, he used to be that. Let me tell you something. Bear with me. Let me show you who this dude is. You ready? Let's move forward in this guide. Here you go. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find him. Give me 1 minute. And Negroes is flocking behind this without even reading anything.
Yeah.
Now, this is. Go ahead, bro.
I was Target boycott. It's a little bit deeper too, because you know how people boycotting Starbucks. You know the reason why. It
Yeah.
turns out Walmart is the same thing, so it's kind of like a misdirection, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Boycott Target so you can start going to Walmart. But anyway,
Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull this one up too. So I gotta take some stuff off here. Is everybody all right? If you black folks confused about something, let me know. Maybe I can help you out. Okay. Let's pull this one up. Give me 1 second. Let's pull this up. But you got a dude who's a sex offender, right? is the one that's got Negroes following behind the craziness. A sex offender. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's pull this up. Pay with me. Let's pull it up. Hold up. Let's see if we can pull this Target thing up. Oh, I already had it up here. Oh, give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So let's pull this up. If y'all don't mind. Let's pull it up. Woo, these black folks are crazy in the motherfucking ball. Okay, so let's go here. So this is another one. This is another boycott. Who's putting these things together to boycott these things? Who? I was trying to find the other one with the dude. I'm trying to give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to pull all my stuff up because I had him on here, but where's he at? The dude. Hold up. Sad, man. This is so sad, bro. On so many levels. You got a sex offender is the one that started it.
That's the crazy part. They just jump on anything like a hole in heat. You always say that.
But the thing about it, though, you would literally beat up Ye for walking in the streets with a SWAT sticker shirt on. This is the crazy part about our people. We would beat Ye up and say, brother, he's wrong, brother. He's anti-Semitic. So this is that dude right here. That's the sex offender.
Why ain't nobody talking about him, though?
Why would they? You know why? You know why black folks ain't talking about it? Because they're going to look like fools. That's why they're going to talk. They're not going to talk about it. Oh, we didn't know. I didn't know that was the dude was a sex offender. Didn't I do the video earlier? Have you noticed none of them talked about it yet? Not even on this podcast, the Native Land podcast. You ain't hear D.O. Hughley talk about it, did you? Y'all should ask D.O. Hughley that question. Ask these people right here, the Native Land people podcast. Why ain't they talking about it? Ask them.
Yeah, it seemed like one of them stats would have been headlining.
Her. Ask Angela Ryan them. Ask them that question. Ask them why. I bet you y'all won't. This is crazy. This is why people want to throw in the towel, and I want to throw in the towel with y'all, man, because it's not even worth it. So go look him up. Damn, we crazy than a mug, right? He the one that started it. Then they got Jamal Bryant doing it. But let me pull this back up. I got to keep doing this because this is what they do in the news, brother. I got to keep posting this up here. Well, that was his past, brother. This is what black folks. That was his past. That was his past. That was the past. That was the past. That was the past. There you go. Much bigger. That was the past. We like to be abused. You know, it's like being in an abusive relationship. Like some females like to be abused. That's black folks. That's black folks. Right?
Wow.
And y'all can find this information. See, this is what you do when you study people. So all of y'all that's trying to study Sabir Bey, please look me up. Okay? So somebody said, Sabir, I know people be trying to find your records and stuff. Find it. That's all you got to do is come to me and I'm going to tell you. You ain't even got to go look me up because you can't frame me, but you can try to look me up and find something. And then when you find it, make sure you bring it here and then I can explain it to you. Like I'm talking to my 5-year-old daughter's getting ready to turn 6 this week. Maybe I explain it to you. Okay. So you cannot be in this position and not have people come at you. But the thing about it, though, is no way that you can blackmail me. It don't work that way. It don't work. So that's him. And I don't know the connection yet. Probably later on in a couple of days, I'll find a connection between him and Al Sharpton. But I can tell you this, though. They use people like Al Sharpton to influence the people. It's called public relations also, people. Just in case you don't know what that is. It's called propaganda, public relations. This is Edward Bernays. And Edward Bernays is the father of public relations. So when you study, where's my art of deception book at? Give me 1 second. It's floating around here somewhere. I don't even know I did my book. But I have a book. Oh, here, though. It's right here. When you study art of deception, and you can listen to the audio too. Oh my God, bro. It's insane. It's freaking insane. And when you read the Rex 84, I told everybody they should get the Rex 84, the King Alfred's plan. Y'all keep playing? Are y'all sharing this out? I'm waiting for somebody to try to challenge me. They be like, none of these people be trying to challenge you, Sabir. That's what somebody said to me. They're not trying to challenge you, or you will block them. Law hate. I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna call you a tether. I'm not gonna call you a coon. I'm just gonna say come out the corner swinging with facts. I'm not gonna block you. Allahi. I'm not gonna block you. Okay. So, but if you get belligerent, that's a little different. So you can go get whoever you choose to get, because I ain't going nowhere. Tomorrow's not promised. I told you. It's not promised, but you get in where you fit in. Rest in peace, Angie Stone. Tomorrow's not promised to nobody. I ain't going nowhere. So why nobody's boycotting the churches and the courts and the IRS? Why nobody's doing that? But you'll try to blackball Ye. I was doing this way before Ye. Let me show you this. I was doing this before Ye. Y'all didn't know that? See, they don't want you to influence people. They don't want you to influence people. I wore this all around and dared somebody to come at me and tell me I'm wrong. I dared them to come and tell me I'm wrong. What they want you to do, this is why they use pastors in the church, these ministers in the churches to influence you. They use celebrities, comedians. Malcolm talked about when you ever get an entertainer to speak for you. Come on, B. But they want you to condemn this man, but you ain't condemning your tax dollars going over to Israel. Damn, boy, we are crazy in the motherfucker. You ain't condemning your tax dollars going to Israel to kill babies. Hypocrites, bro. That ain't got to do with us. Yes, it do have something to do with you. It do have something to do with you. And they some strong people over there. Niggas over here is weak in the mug, bro. Weak. They're strong over there, bro. And to keep their faith in the law is a mug. Oh my God, no matter what, they lost everything. Nigga lose their car note, their home, lose something, and you go crazy. You got 2 hands, 2 feet. Make it happen. Make allies. You don't get it? So why not boycott the courts? Because they're the ones that's stealing your money. Why not boycott student loans? Because they're the ones that's asking you, because you don't understand how this money thing go. You don't even understand what a social security number is and what an EIN number is. You don't supposed to give up a social security number. You give them the EIN number. Somebody knows something that you don't know. So when you read the Rex 84, right? Again, I don't know how many of y'all have ever read it. If you have it, if you don't have it, get it. Get it. Right? So that's me with the hood on, with the shirt on before Ye. So if you ever read the Rex 84, and remember, I live what I'm talking about, people. I literally live it. If anybody knows that, I live. I don't just talk it. I live it. I walk it. I talk it. Okay? So this is the Rex 84. Everything is in this book, brother. I told y'all should get it. This is the game. This is the Rex 84, King Alfred's plan. Y'all don't know what this is yet? Keep the adult public attention diverted away from real social issues and captivated by matters of no real importance. Schools, keep the young public ignorant of real mathematics, real economics, real law, and real history. Somebody get Boyce Watkins on the line, please. Because he ain't talking about no economics. He talking about your black dollar. There is no black dollars, bro. It's no black dollars. The dollar bill is green. And then they're going to start giving you credit out of thin air. Right?
I was trying to say it looked like it's going to be gold.
That's what it says in the Constitution, right? Can I explain this to y'all after I'm finished? Work. Keep the public busy, busy, busy with no time to think back on the farm with the other animals until Sunday when you got to give your tithes to the church. This is called the Rex 84, people. Read it. Read it. So tell me if this is not what's going on right now, bro. Tell me if this is not what's going on right now. The one thing I've learned is that so-called black folks do not want to be held responsible for nothing. Well, we built America. You didn't build nothing. You can't even build nothing to this day. So tell me, don't get mad at me, black folks. I'm just asking what y'all built in this day and time. Hold up. Trying to find
Yo,
something.
that page that's up there alone that you got on the screen is actually being executed to a science.
To what? You don't know what that is, brother. They said trust science, bro. Hold on, I'm trying to find my Rex 84, bro. It's somewhere floating around in here. So I'm trying to find it, right? So it's in a pile of papers, okay? Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to find the whole Rex 84. It will be in here. So the crazy part is trust the science, brother. Trust the science. So that is happening right now. I had that document. It came out in 1969. 1969, executive order. And it's happening right now. So if you understand how they influence people, again, for y'all that don't know me, I've been in radio for over 25 years. Over 25 years. Most of the people retire after 25 years. So I've been on radio, not podcast, not YouTube, not Instagram. I've been in radio, okay? I am a journalist. You can Google Sabir Bey, okay? So that's what's happening right there.
You said if we want that Rex 84, just email severbayradio@gmail.com.
Email me right there, baby. Go ahead, Rob. Let's go. Let's just, come on, man. I'm trying to find it, so give me 1 second. If I can find it in here. And people say, well, that's not real, Sabir. No, it's real. I'm trying to find the document. I just stashed it back in this bag somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I don't feel like looking for it, but y'all know I got it. Go watch my video I did earlier today on it. So the crazy part about this, nobody wants to really deal with the real issues. You have student loans, which the banks can't loan credit, only its money. So if Al Sharpton was getting that much money, right, from people, see, I see some of y'all coming on here late. If Al Sharpton was getting that much money, let's go back to Al Sharpton and these black leaders. Let's go back to see how much he get paid again. Hold on, let's go back. Y'all ready? Tell me, let me know when I'm wrong. I see some of you smart
Just
people
come
on
out
here.
and corral the people.
I understand. This is his EIN number, National Action Network. Hold up. Hold up. They said, look, first class charter. I said, damn, wait a minute. This is how they, what did Al Sharpton and them do for this? Can't make this up. Here they go. And this is I looked him up too. I had to look this dude up too. I said, well, this dude that's a pretty penny. What did Al Sharpton do for this? Come on, baby. Let me know. Where's that Negro church at? Where's his church at? So, where's his church? Right? He never provided the state constitution or the U.S. Constitution to anybody. I went to the state rep's office to go get the California Constitution. Every last one of y'all should have a California Constitution, New York Constitution. Then maybe you'd be better off. You wouldn't need these people. Maybe.
That's a fact.
Let's think about it for a minute. But yet, you would donate to these people. Let's go back again. And on top of it, they ask for donations. Can I get some donations like him? Hold on, let's go over here. Let's see if we can pledge this, brother. Can we pledge it? Let's go. Let's see if we can do like Al Sharpton and them. They say they got reoccurring on this motherfucker. One time or reoccurring. Can't make this. I got to set me up one of these joints up right here, fam.
Yeah, we need one of them little buttons you could just click on the screen. But for now, y'all direct your eyes to the bottom of the screen. There's a green banner. Support SevereBayRadio@gmail.com.
And this is the weird part about our people. So, again, man, I love my people. If I didn't, I would not share none of this stuff with y'all. I can tell you how this game is being played on every last one of y'all. You know, I sat with this guy that was with Malcolm X, Earl Grant. I got many pictures with this brother. He said Malcolm X was not a threat when he was telling the people that the white man was the devil. None of you so-called black conscious people are a threat talking about white supremacy. You're not a threat because white supremacy is a theory. It's not even a fact. I don't feel inferior to no one. To no one. I've never. If you ever read Frantz Fanon's book, it's called Black Skin, White Mask by Frantz Fanon. Frantz Fanon. Black Skin, White Mask. He speaks of the inferiority, and he said it is evident in the educated black man. Frantz Fanon's book. Let me see if I can pull it up to show y'all. Y'all should really read his book. Let me see if I can pull it up. In Women. Do you have yours near you, bro? One of y'all? So I can't find it. So Frantz Fanon's book, Black Skin, White Mask. And he speaks about the inferiority is evident in the educated black man. I'm glad I'm not educated by these motherfuckers, bro. Damn.
Check. I ain't got mine on me right now.
Huh? But y'all should read it, right? So
Said you right. I don't got my copy on me right now, but you right.
Man, we in trouble, brother, on so many levels. So let's go here for a minute. Nobody wants to protest the churches. Nobody wants to protest the IRS, your student loans. Now we can walk. I can definitely do classes on all this. I might do a class tomorrow, though.
Black Americans, if y'all care so much about diversity and inclusion, let me know when y'all ready to boycott the corner stores and the beauty supply stores and the curry outs. Let me know, because those affect us more directly than what y'all talking about. Okay, we didn't benefit from DEI. That don't have shit to do with us. Okay, so let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters, the shit that's taking over our communities, have been taking over our communities, the liquor stores. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's ran right down the street by somebody who don't even look like you, by people who watch over your shoulder when you go in there, by people who accuse you of stealing sometimes. Let me know when y'all ready to boycott shit that matter. Not Target. Target that then gave opportunities to black creators. There are black creators who have their products in Target. Why the fuck are we trying to boycott Target? What are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We need to start with the shit in our own communities that affect us. How about we boycott some of these churches that take people money and don't do shit for the community? Let me know when y'all really ready to boycott the shit that matters. Other than that, I got shit to give from Target. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go shop right now. To my people, Black Americans, if y'all care so much about diversity and inclusion, let me know when y'all ready to boycott the corner stores and the beauty supply stores and the curry outs. Let me know, because those affect us more directly than what y'all talking about. Okay, we didn't benefit from DEI. That don't.
So let me help you out. So let me ask you a fact, Kenya. Have you ever read Karl Marx? Have you ever read up on Karl Marx?
Yeah. He's the one who
the person
said he wrote up. What's up?
I'm talking about the person that's in the comment that talked about Karl Marx.
Oh, no way.
Now I was in London, and it was raining one day, and I was going to go to his grave site when I was in the UK. I got paid to come to the UK. Cold is gloomy out there. I don't know how people live there. But if you know about Karl Marx, let me know. Because Negroes will get stuff online and figure out Karl Marx. There's a video. It's called the greatest minds or something like that. I told y'all before I met Danny Glover in a juice bar in Harlem. Right? Remember I told you that story? As I'm sitting in the juice bar with Danny Glover, I thought I was telling Danny Glover, if you, hey, Pan family, come on the feed. Come on the feed. Hit the link then. Come on. Don't be scared. Hit the link. That's all you got to do. I'm telling you, I'm not your average dude that come on YouTube. So hit the link. Let me know. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to call you a tether. I'm not going to call you a coon, but we're going to work it out, okay? Let me know what you know about him. So as I'm sitting there with Danny Glover, right? I'm trying to find the what you call him. Danny Glover told me he was a marksman. He was a marksman. I said, marksman? I said, oh, wait a minute. He was a marksman. And he thought I didn't know who Karl Marx was, but I'm going to help y'all out, okay?
Nicknamed the Moor because of his dark.
I'm going to post this up here, and I want y'all to pay attention. Okay? Are y'all ready? Give me 1 second. Now, you say you know, right? You say you know? Now, when I told Danny Glover that I know about Karl Marx, right? That's what I said to him. He laughed. He was with his granddaughter, and we sitting in a juice bar on 125th Street in Harlem. And I thought I was trying to tell him something about the Moors, but he knew. He knew. So Danny Glover is a marksman. He's a marksman. Did y'all know that about Danny Glover? I'm not camera ready. I'm not camera ready. I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to type everything in the feed about Karl Marx, and I'm going to tell you because I'm not camera ready. How you not camera ready? You can throw something on. Come on the feed, baby. Let's go here for a second. You ready? Let's pull this up.
Perfection if it was properly embedded in the community.
And do they think that Hegel's got it absolutely right? Or is there a sense that there's still work to do?
There's absolutely still work to do. So they think that while Hegel had got, in his vision, had got part of the way, that what they want to do is bring a total revolution rather than just reform. They were operating in a world where the nobility, the privileged, the aristocracy were still very much in charge. And they were pushing up against a great kind of wall of privilege and tradition.
Marx and the young Hegelians believed that the single greatest obstacle to human progress was religion. So they set out to critique and to attack it.
Now, you've got to think how subversive this is. Some said that the Gospels of the New Testament were just folk tales, not divine historical truth.
Pay attention.
That's really shocking. Others suggested that God was an illusion, and that as humans, we'd taken the best of our powers and projected them onto a kind of fantastical, fabricated being who embodied our finest qualities.
The young Hegelians believed that this existential separation, brought about by religion, limited our human potential. Only by abandoning its delusions could we truly flourish.
Of course, the group's iconoclastic, many would say blasphemous ideas, had wider implications. The relationship between church and state was tight to the point of total union. Criticism of religion was tantamount to criticism of Prussia.
Marx had aspired to an academic career, but the Prussian authorities would not tolerate subversives in their universities.
On the back.
The relationship
Get it?
between church and state was tight to the point of total union.
So if you read the introduction to critical thinking, you will understand they had to get the soft people. Listen up.
Criticism of religion was tantamount to criticism of Prussia.
Marx had aspired to an academic career, but the Prussian authorities would not tolerate subversives in their universities. So he had to find another platform for his ideas.
Listen.
His outlet would be the hot, rapidly expanding business of journalism. Marx thought that the written word had transformative power, and he became editor of the Rhineland News, based in Cologne, a mouthpiece for liberal entrepreneurs pushing for constitutional reform. He made an immediate impact.
Really?
Nicknamed the Moor because of this, with a bad.
Marx thought that the written word had transformative power, and he became editor of the Rhineland News, based in Cologne, a mouthpiece for liberal entrepreneurs pushing for constitutional reform. He made an immediate impact.
Nicknamed the Moor because of his dark complexion and thick mane of hair and beard. It seems he was impetuous, passionate, with a boundless energy and self-confidence, although some did say that he was vindictive and an intellectual bully.
That's what they probably call me. But my point is, people, listen to me. So they don't want people that speaks their mind. They want people to agree with what they're saying. Does that make sense? So that video came out a couple years ago, but this was my newspaper before that. I fought with my own people. That was my newspaper in 2003. I had everything in here about law. Where are these cats at? You see the top where it says 2003 copyright? Copy claim, rather. You see this says Sabir Bey on the back, editor. Oh, y'all didn't know about that? Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh, I know. Because y'all not really ready to fight. So when I went to the UK and I bought another book, this is not the one, but I bought a book. It was raining out in the UK. And it was a sister from Africa. I think she was from West Africa. And I was looking for a book on, because I didn't have my book with Karl Marx, because when I go to other countries or wherever I go, I buy books. So I'm in there and she asked me, she said, what you know about Karl Marx? I went to the Alberto Museum when I was over there. So I'm over there and she said, what you know about Karl Marx? Y'all have no idea. So my point, people, and she gets paid. They pay her to go do these trips. They pay her. She gets mad paid. We don't see that in us. So what we do is that we attack people without asking the questions. And remember, long before Ye started doing this, I want y'all to look at the length of my hair. Look at the length of my hair. I've been had these shirts out, B. This ain't nothing new to me. My shirt was caught straight out of Africa. And look what's on my neck. Long before Ye. That was in Oklahoma right there. That's picture. The other picture was in Texas. But they'll make you hate Ye. That's why Malcolm said the media can make you hate the oppressed and love your oppressor. You see how long my hair is now? Think about it. You thought that was something new? I stand on everything. I don't follow these people, bro. I don't follow none of them. And I'll go head to head or toe to toe to any of these people. Any of them. Okay? So the key is start questioning them and stop following these people. This is why you won't see me on certain platforms, because they'll say, don't bring Sabiro here because he's not following the line. He's not following, he's not going along what everybody's doing. So I'm going to show you what I do.
Following the crowd?
Oh, I don't follow the crowds, brother. You got to be crazy. My father told us never do stuff like that. He raised 5 boys, bro. Follow what crowd? So, but it's all based on influence. So this is us in Spain. Let me help y'all out. How about pushing?
There's a latent power inside your brain that, when activated, can help you attract wealth, focus.
You know what I mean? Everywhere. So when they say Moors out here, do they, in their head, are they just saying they were Arabs, or do they know it was Africans?
see, when they say Moors here, like the thing is, for us, for them, they care less. They're not them. I don't care who they are. Moro, you're Moro. Like you're Arab, you're African, you're from here, you're Muslim, whatever you are, you're Moor. You know what I mean? To them, that's Moors. You're not white like us, you're Moor. You know what I mean? Basically, that's how they think. For us in the United States, we have to, you know, we're gonna do it again. Before we're united, we try to separate each other. In the United States, no, I'm from Philly, he's from Chicago. He's not. We're the same people, but no, we don't say that because you know what I mean. We try to separate each other, but basically we're the same people. We got kicked out with them, like they kick everybody, Jews included, like Muslims included, everybody, because we were living here and they kick us out from our land. That's how they feel like, because they know that we made everything for them. And they're trying to erase that. They say, no, we did that. We kicked them out and now become Spain, the great empire of Spain or whatever. And that wasn't true because they get everything from us, you know? Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful. That's why I tell people it's the same thing. If you talk to somebody about slavery, they're going to get mad at you too. This is all in Spain. All of these things was built over top of mosques. Like Mehdi was saying, all of these things were built over top of the mosque. But when you go to Granada, I'm gonna show you where actually it was literally built over top of a mosque. It's so huge. This is another big church that's in Granada. So, yeah, all our history. They couldn't destroy it. They just had to build over top of it. They couldn't destroy that.
Then they converted to a church. Y'all. If you see on top there, even different colors. That's over there. They added the bells. And if you go see there over there, the archway,
let's get behind it.
Look at the arch, how they hid it, and they build on top of it so they can make the church. You can see it right there. You see there is just pieces from the arch, just shown, and everything here is covered with paint or whatever.
Who is showing you stuff like this? Not cut and paste, but it's in there. Let's take it back to the beginning. You're with me, y'all. Hey, Purse. Hey, Chris, I bet this is going to be the dopest documentary watched when people see this. I tell you. Hey, kid, you got to get Mehdi. You got to get him on the history as far as what he's going to explain to you, man. Just sit down, man. It's going to be dope as hell. We out here in Seville, man. First time this is happening in Seville, Spain. The Moors are coming back, baby. We're coming back. We're taking it back. What up? We're come right back on your Instagram, y'all. Instagram's been cut off. Come to YouTube, Sabir Bay YouTube. Sabir Bay YouTube channel. Share it out. The tour guide. So that's who I was talking to in the store. So she said, oh, no, somebody in the crowd asked why, what about the Moors? That's what they asked her. What about the Moors, right? She said, oh, they were Arabs. That's what she said. And I said, no, Arab just means an Arab, a person that speaks Arabic, right? So that's what she said. Then we started talking about the Moor. I said, I'm a Moor. She said, shh, don't say that. That's just how she did it. That's just how she did it. She said, oh, don't say that. I said, I'm a Moor. I told I'm a Moor.
They try to erase every Moor. Like whatever Moor did, they try to erase that and they're trying to make it Islam. We did that. But everybody knows that, you know, because it's still here. Like you say, when you see the architecture, that's us. That's Moorish architecture.
Tell me, 1 o'clock. It's not Spanish architecture, y'all. It's Moorish architecture. So when you in your little cities and you see that, it's Moorish architecture. So I'm just going to run through this. You can go to my brother's page, Building 7, to see this. But we need more people to back what we're doing, people. Could y'all do that? because we're gonna do it again. I just came back from Portugal, y'all. Just came back from Portugal. So much history over there. So this is the street. I'm morning trying to find this block. First time coming here. It's like, yo, I gotta find this block, man. Y'all had to book with me, Chris. I'm like this. Everybody didn't know where the block was at. I'm like, I want to know where this is at. This right here, this place. And I'm like, I gotta find it. So I'm walking on this block, and I never looked on the wall because we in the States. I'm looking for signs. I'm looking for stuff like this to say, okay, this is the block. But when you look up on the wall, you actually see it up on the wall. And that's how the first time I found it. So they was basically, this is new. So they was just building this right here under construction. And that's what I can remember. This is the first one. This whole particular block right here, and before these buildings was here, they had the parade that was going on down here. So this is the historical piece right here where we used to have the cobblestones. Prove me wrong. So this is not the Ku Klux Klan. This was your ancestors, the Moors. So we here, and this is what happens, man.
Brotherhood of the Negritos.
The Brotherhood of the Negritos. So the Ku Klux Klan basically stole this information from us. So when you read J.A. Rogers' book, 100 Basic Facts About the Negro, then you flip it around, you will actually see these are the Negroes that's in Spain. So in this particular area, to prove the point of what we're talking about, we have a street called Candy Negro. So area. It wasn't called black people, it's called Negroes before they was called black people. So black is basically a modern day term. So from Moor to Negro and then to black. So basically this is the historical area. So it's a history, y'all standing in history right now, babe. It's all history right about now. Keep trying to tell you, man. I could do a whole lecture to tell y'all how that went down. I've been going over there for the past 8 years. So this is a book I bought when I was over there. This is before that. It's called Moriscos. So all my Latino brothers and sisters, you still a Moor. You're Moriscos. All my Latino brothers, don't let them fool you with the black thing and the brown thing. You are a Moor without a shadow of a doubt. You're a Moor, baby. You got to study this. This is in Spanish, right? But I do have the English version of that book. Hold up. I do have the English version. Let me see if I can pull the English version up here. Give me 1 second. If I'm wrong about anything, bring all your experts to the cipher, baby. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can pull the book up. This is the English version of the book. I need help too, family. I do one-on-ones, fam. Notify all senses, pride, finding connections, y'all. But give me 1 second. This is the English translation of the book.
Get the banner up.
I'm gonna put the banner up there. You can definitely go to the banner. I keep trying to tell you, it's an entries fee with me. You can't just contact me. There's an entries fee. You gotta pay that, meet up with me. What's up? Let's get it popping. So this is the English version of the Spanish version of the book I have. If you want it, please email me. Okay. So this particular one is in all Spanish. It's all Spanish. You got to study history, B. So if you want to boycott something, hey, let's put it somewhere else. So if you want to have this conversation with me, I'm so open for it. And everybody should get this called Africa versus America. I have the English version of this too. I keep putting this up there. Let me just show you. Give me 1 second. This is what Tariq Nasheed and them don't show you. Why would they show you this? Hold up. This is the Spanish version. You see that? Spanish. So for the Spanish, it's $428. If you want this one, I'll let it go for $250. Maybe 300, maybe 400. Who knows? So I'm just throwing these prices out there. So don't think it's supposed to be free. But this is the Spanish version of the book. Go ahead and see if you can find it. Right, Dre?
Yeah, good luck too, man.
Good
I
luck.
wish you the best.
So this is the Africa versus America. This is the English version of the book. So I've been running around Spain trying to find that book for the longest, bruh. And I was willing to pay $200 for the Spanish version.
Yeah, that book dispels the lie that Christopher Columbus was lost when he came to the Americas. It even tells you who he was and what he was doing before he came here.
You
So
read
he
more
kind of
than
knew
me.
what he was doing.
Damn, you read more inside that book than I did. God damn. Wow.
Dre don't be playing.
Dre don't be playing. He read more inside that book than I did. Damn.
I'm trying to catch up with Sabir, man. It's gonna take me like 20 more years, but I'm
Hey,
getting
that's
there.
a fact.
But this is the crazy part. I can cram 20 something years inside like 4 or 5 hours. I can't. That's a lie. That's a lie. That ain't happening. I can't cram that.
Stretching it, bro.
I'm just joking with that one. It's not, bro. It's you have to break these doors down in sections, bro. Who do we have on the line? Key, how you doing?
Peace, peace, peace. I was Kenya L. True in the comments. So
peace.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're saying. And it's interesting because I'm in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So what people must see internationally is way different than how things really are. And if we would just read and understand that, I mean, we have to read. We can't just depend on the news. I mean, that's control.
These people.
So we have these opinions that are based on things that are not facts. Even if you look at the congressional hearings, I was listening to a particular congresswoman talk about, these lazy, she didn't use the word lazy, but it was almost to that degree, these federal workers, they don't deserve their jobs. Like, what are you talking about? It's your responsibility in Congress to set the agenda, to send it to the executive offices so the people can do the work. With as many problems as there are on these lands, if those people are sitting there with nothing to do, it's because Congress did not assign it to them to do. So I'm like, that's so hypocritical, and they actually believe what they're saying. And that's the thing about it. If they even went on a field trip, even to the degree, did you see the folks trying to get into the Department of Education because they wanted an appointment? What the hell? Who just walks into a federal government building? I
don't see. I be trying to play catch up. Says it be so much. I can wake up and do 5 videos in one day. Seriously, and it's always something, right? Because it's like I may have missed something or I saw it last night. I don't go to sleep, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this or not. I don't go to sleep. So I did my stuff around about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is why they say Motown never shut its doors. Motown never shut its door because your creativity comes in the middle of the night. I don't know if you know that or not. So this is why they used to give y'all freaky commercials. Remember that Viagra commercial? Y'all remember the Viagra commercial? When all the freaky stuff would come on at 12 o'clock, Alohi, right?
Right.
You seen the dude washing his car, right? Remember the phone? And his wife was in the window smiling? And he's doing like this, and the phone was supposed to represent something. Y'all know what it is, right? So he's doing this. Hey, you got a problem with erection. That's all you gotta do is take some Viagra. How about drinking some water?
You know what I'm saying?
It's like, but this is what they do. So I don't go to sleep at night. So it's so much that come to me, and I'll be trying to like grab onto everything. I just came back from Portugal the 25th of November. I'm going to leave again. It's supposed to be the end of this month to go back over there. So the information is so much, and I'm not even concerned no more, sister, about what's going on over here. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all, when you step outside of this place and you see how corrupt this motherfucker are, you be like, damn, nigga, like y'all are really in a cage. I swear. And I thought it was just me. Every time I fly back, my brother Percy and Chris was with me the last couple of times we went over there. Well, Percy was. Both of them be like, yo, man, my energy level dropped when I was coming back. Like we would be in the airport over there. No, we get ready to come back here. And Chris was at the airport, the brother that was doing the filming. He said, damn, dude, my energy is it's a cloud over this mug, right? But if you locked in here, right? If you lock 2 animals in a cage and leave them and don't feed them, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to start fighting each other. So this is what I'm seeing with our people. So we're locked in this. And it was weird because when I was in Spain talking to Yasim's mother, Most Deft's mom, we was talking about how she said the world is too vast to suffer in one place. It's too vast. You think it's just everything in the United States. When you leave this mug, it's different. It's a total different world. I went to places since I was in Tangiers, and this is the book I took with me. I was in Tangiers. This is the Moors, and most of y'all don't and never even saw this book before. Never saw this book, right? I'm in Tangiers, and I took this book with me, but I bought this one over there too. This is in 1875. This book was in a place where Obama was at. I went to this place called the Litigation because I hear more speaking about treaties and this and that. I'm like, y'all have no freaking idea what I saw. And I said, and Phil Valentine asked me this question: why haven't Moors reached out to you, Sabir, to ask you to talk about this? Because they ain't gonna put up the money. So this is what y'all would call the treaty on the wall. This is in Tangiers, Morocco. That's the treaty sitting on a wall in 1777. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go down further. 1780, 1780, 1784. And it's a whole lot of history on the walls in there and written down in there about the young 13 United States. This is the Arabic version of it. This is in Tangiers, Morocco. As I'm sitting there, spending my money to go there. Nobody paid me to go here. I'm sitting here like, yo, this is kind of crazy. So let me show you. This is it on a wall. It says it right here. It's in Arabic. Then you have George Washington and the Sultan, and there's the treaty when I took the picture right there. I'm sitting here bugging out like, yo, this is kind of crazy, yo. And this is the entrance when you walk in the mug. And Barack Obama was there. I'm sitting here tripping off of this, man. I was like, I could tell you a whole lot of this stuff. A lot of these cats going about these things the wrong way. That's inside of it. And you see the book in my hand. It's called Litigation in Tangiers. I'm sitting here bugging like this can't be real, yo. So this is Barack Obama sitting with the king of Morocco. I'm gonna pull this up. This is him. So what did Barack? They always want to quote Barack Obama, right? That's Barack sitting with the king in that building over there. What I was in.
Yeah, it's one thing to read it. It's a whole separate thing to see it.
Exactly. When you and it's more. It's more than this. It's way. If I told you know the crazy part, honestly, it's a lot of things I don't talk about because you know why? Because it could become dangerous. I swear. I be on the edge, bro. And it's not about the white man, it's our people. I felt every time I went there to these places, I felt like Malcolm coming back telling people this stuff. Who killed him? It wasn't the white man that did it. You better think about it. So Umi said to me, Yasin's mother, and rest in peace, because she took me as her son, Most Def's mom. She said, you're my son too now. But she did tell me this: be careful with what you do, because your own people will try to stop you from doing what you're doing. I never forget her telling me that as I was walking in Spain. We was in Barcelona walking, and I'm sitting here listening to her, and she thought I wasn't listening. I could tell you where we was going, and she's been going for like a year now. She passed away a year ago, and I remember where we were walking. We was going to a pharmacy. I'm telling y'all something 3 or 4 years ago. I would post a picture up there. My brother Elias would like, don't do that, Sabir. There's a picture I have a picture with Yasin and all the children and Umi in the picture. And he said, and I had to take it down because they was like, no, bro, take it down, Sabir. Don't put that up there. Y'all don't know the conversation I had with my brother Yasin. Most Def, that is. So as we're walking in Barcelona, going to the pharmacy, and I could tell you what we were getting. That's the crazy part. I know what we was getting. And she's telling me, your mind is too bright, Sabir, and they will hate you. She ain't talk about the white man. She talking about Moors will hate you for what you know. And I'm listening to her like, damn, dude. Like,
so from what you're saying, like, even when we think about the word corrupt, right? And when it comes to how things were established, how law is established, legal systems and everything, and I'm not talking about people's intent. I'm talking about compliance. It is corrupted from what it was intended to be. And I think sometimes people want to just judge something. Oh, you trying to criticize what's going on or whatever. And with their ego, right? They don't want to look at themselves, and how even if they know what the right thing is, then it's a responsibility to teach your brothers and sisters or whoever what right is. But we don't want to even admit that something is corrupted from its original intent, and it's not a judgment. It's like it's not true to what it's supposed to be. And even it's just a lot. It's a lot. And this council of governors or whatever, and Trump picked the governor of the state of Maryland. Okay, I know his last name is Moore. I understand. But are we looking at like your skin tone or your heritage or your name? Or are you looking at, are you able to follow a law and keep it and put it in place? Do you have relationships with people where, you know, you can influence them into what is de jure, what is correct? Because just shifting stuff around off of personalities and what have you, power plays, like that's not going to do anybody any good. And we really are one people as far as the indigenous peoples.
No doubt. No doubt.
So whatever we call ourselves, like we have to hold each other to excellence. And until we hold each other to excellence, it's going to be problems. And there are people who are there waiting to take advantage of that, waiting to, you know, they're moving into this transhuman agenda. I think a lot of what's going on now is to deflect from that. You know, we're trying to you know, make the world so comfortable for us. Meanwhile, they're trying to chip people and some more stuff. It's like, what are y'all doing? Do you realize what's going on? You know?
Listen, fam, I've been around, I've been to places, sister, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I had no problem. None of these places I've been. I stayed in Turkey for like almost a month. And I was by myself. I stayed there. And first of all, the bays come out of there, boy. First of all, my passport says Sabir Bay on it. It don't have no other name. And I'm over there. So you got to show your passport if you're collecting money, if you're getting a hotel, if you're doing all these things. And they looking at it, looking at me like, where are you from? When I was in Turkey, they thought I was from China and Tunis. They thought I was from China and Tunisia. Those two places, right? I said, no, I just left Tunis. That's North Africa. For y'all that don't know, that's North Africa. I was there for like almost a month too. So I'm by myself in these places, but I was in Turkey, and one of the dudes took me to, and y'all can look this up for yourself. He took, and I said this before, he took me to the U.S. Embassy and pointed to a sign, and the sign said Malcolm X Street. Go look it up in Turkey. Go look that up. Go look up Malcolm X Street in Turkey. How many of y'all knew that over here? You wouldn't even know if I didn't come back and tell you. Go look it up, Malcolm X Street in Turkey. So I'm standing there with this dude. And mind you, if y'all ever been to Turkey, not the safe parts, I stayed in the hood, nigga. Like I was in, it looked like bombs over Baghdad. And I'm in there talking to people. My boy Madib from Tunis saying, be careful who you talk to, Sabir. I'm like, he said, be careful. Because they want to see what side you. And they do the same thing here. And this is the thing I want people to understand. I'm from the streets of South Philadelphia, people. I may live in LA. They say you could take the man out of Philly, but not the Philly out the man. I didn't been in places that we had to shoot ourselves, jump out of windows, whole 9 yards. Crazy shit, right? I'm over in Turkey where these niggas are vicious, nigga. They not. I'm over with Syrians, all kinds of crazy, and I'm like, what the hell? So I didn't know what was happening. And as I'm doing a live, if you ever see this video, find the video with Sabir in Turkey. It's probably still on YouTube, right? Madib is telling me while we're live, the dudes are behind me. I forgot where they was from. It was from different places, but they were Muslim. But they was trying to ask me questions to see where I was from, right? Or is he with it or is he not with it, right? This is what was going on. I'm in the lobby. I said, let me get my behind up and go upstairs, man, in my room. So I go upstairs in my room. Mind you, I have this, I'll try to find an exit plan everywhere I go. And I swear to God, right? So I go upstairs in my room, and it's like an awning where my room is at. Like I can open my window and jump out on top of it, jump out. This is me. I'm no lie. I'm going in my room. I'm feeling the energy downstairs. Like, okay, they don't know. Like, okay, because I was saying a lot of crazy stuff in Turkey about people that was there. That's how crazy this was. So they would always want to see like what side you are. And this is what is happening here in the States. When you see me talk, I don't care. You got cats of the Nation of Islam. You know how many times people ask me why I don't talk to 19 Keys? 19 Keys don't reach out to me. 19 Keys called me when I was in Atlanta, when he was in Madrid, and my son mom was in the hotel room. We in the hotel room, and 19 Keys calls me and said, Sabir, could you tell me where the Moorish history at? Ain't no damn Moorish history in Madrid like that. Ain't none. But he said, I'm gonna have you come on my show when I come back. That's the type of niggas I'm talking about. You know why? Because they want to see where you're coming from. You don't see me with none of these people because they don't want to sit in the room with me. So I'm looking at the same thing with these dudes. What side is Sabir on? Is he with that Moorish stuff? No. Is he with the Black Power stuff? No. Is he with the Nation of Islam? No. I'm a historian. I'm a journalist. I don't take sides with nobody. That's me. And that's how they don't know. That's why they don't know how to control me. So I felt the same thing with them dudes over there. So as I go in my room, I get a knock on my door. I said, nigga, like, wait a minute. It was a knock on my door. Mind you, I put suitcases up. If I'm by myself, I put suitcases up against my door. I do all kinds of setups in my room. I even go in hotels now here like that. I look underneath the bed, look in the closet before I go in the room. I do all kinds of stuff. But I'm in my room. And I get a knock on my door after I went upstairs. I said, nigga, who is this knocking on my door? Because, you know, they would say housekeeping, right? And the dude said, he said, wrong room. Nigga, sis, Allahi, my window was up. Which means I was going to jump on that awning, jump down, and bounce somewhere. They'll tell you this in Turkey. Have a contingency plan. Because you never know what might go down. Like, nigga, I said, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm from Philly, nigga. I done been shut up multiple times, nigga. You think I don't know these niggas? Like this was going on in my head as I'm right. And I'm sitting here like, okay, it's the same thing that's happening with us. So when I came back, I felt that same energy with Moors. Allahi, I'm feeling that same energy with Moors. I'm like, yo, these are the ones, bruh. They say the cheapest thing you could buy is a nigga to stick a gum. You follow me? So they would do anything just to be famous. And this is why you see people come at me. I don't never come at nobody. I tell the truth. There's principles that we stand on. And the principle that we stand on is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You ain't never hear me speak a hateful thing out of my mouth. But the truth becomes hate. But when you experience things, this is why I said when I was in these places, I felt that energy of Malcolm because Malcolm became a threat. Because when Malcolm started coming back, he wasn't talking to Black Power. He wasn't talking about. There was one scene in the Malcolm X movie I was laughing because it's an edit out scene about a European walking to Malcolm X, asking him a question. Y'all can probably find it. But Malcolm started coming back. And when I sat with the elder Earl Grant out here before he passed away, Malcolm X's right-hand man, he said that Malcolm X was not a threat when he said the white man was the devil. So you're not a threat when you say white supremacy. Trust me, you're not. Because I would sit in a room and ask anyone, do anyone on his feed feels inferior? And I guarantee every last one of y'all going to say no. You follow me? So why do we allow people to keep saying white supremacy? You know why? Because it's money in it. It's money in talking about your black. You follow me? It's money in talking about Black Power. But if I told you to pick up Frantz Fanon's book, where did I do with his book? Which I tell people to read it. Frantz Fanon has a book out called Black Skin, White Mask, but you can't make people read, sis.
Right.
But they watch too much. And this is why, who said turn off the TV? Was it Kendrick Lamar, right?
Think so.
It's Kendrick, right? Yeah, I just had that book. The book is called Black Skin, White Mask by Frantz Fanon.
It's an
Well, let me
excellent
ask
book.
you
It
this.
didn't get translated into English for like about over 150 years or something like that. It's a good book.
Hold up, say it again. In what, brother?
It didn't get translated into English for like about I think it was like 167 years. Don't quote me, but it was a cool little minute before it got translated.
The book Black Skin. Where the hell is my book at? Give me 1 second. Go ahead, sis.
It was originally in French.
Oh,
go ahead, sis.
Now, mind you, I didn't. It's been like it's been like over 25 years since I took that. It was a class called Urban Problems, and so you look into some of the underlying theories about how people think and why things are the way they are. See, so everyone has an opinion about something, but they're not aware of the historical context upon which things are built, right? So from what I remember, that was a kind of part of what Marxist was saying about how, like, let me sum this up and correct me if I'm wrong, but humans are humans, but because we assign a value, oh, your skin color is XYZ, so now you're going to be put in this class and you're going to you're the ones that are arranged in this sect or whatever have you. And you can see it kind of, I don't think it talked about religion as much, but you can see it in the US when it comes to religion. You know, you go to this church, you go to this denomination, and in that way, that's how you keep people separate, and that's how you control the classes. And when people would just understand that that's how folks are thinking, then maybe they wouldn't have these, to me, they're stupid conversations. It's like, wait a minute, because in my journey, in my learning of this last 2 years, like, I mean, it might not be popular, but I've met a couple of Jewish people who have helped me way more than folk who look like me who don't read and then try to justify their poor behavior. Like, it's, so I'm not one of those folks where, you know, it's very diverse in the DMV. So I'm not one of those folks who just put everybody in one category. This is how these people act or whatever. It's just like, no, that's the lie. That's the lie, that you don't have to evaluate the output of people's behavior. You just supposed to deal with somebody based on what you think about them. And that's sociology 101. Like, you can't treat people based on their labels. You know, you will want to get to know people and what role they play in a community and how things are playing out. And that's one thing that kind of bothers me even about now. I mean, I'm not a registered voter for, you know, jurisdictional reasons or what have you, but I have always believed that we are supposed to govern ourselves, right? And when we don't appropriately control our own behavior, you know, it's going to put us in the grips of a system that we don't want to be involved in. But the way it's being perpetrated to the American people, the things are being said that we're not rebutting. Let me just give you an example. They said they're going to come out. When I say they, some spokesperson for the federal government said they're going to, in March, going to start doing hearings on, you know, the assassinations of some of the political leaders. And I'm like, okay, you going in yesterday, which y'all did yesterday, like, everyone can't see who was responsible for these things. We don't care about that. But they said we owe it as the ones who govern to the ones who are governed. We owe it to you. I want to raise my hand. I'm like, but since when? It was never taught in school, you are the governed. We were never taught that in school. We were taught in school that, and this is still the case to this day, that they are a government services agency. They provide services we can't provide by ourselves, right? I'm not going to just say, hey, neighbor, you want to build a new highway? No, that's what, as a people, that's what I always thought government was about. But those who are calling themselves government, they're trying to put it out there like, no, we rule you. It's like, no, you don't even know the laws. You don't even follow a basic book on how to compliance, federal law. All these people who were just laid off or whatever, they all have lawsuits. But somebody down the street, oh, we're going to try to hire you at a fraction of what you were paid.
Can I share that with you why? I told people I'm going to do a class on constitutional law. Give me 1 second. I'm glad you said that. But what my brother was saying about France Fanon first. This is France Fanon. This is Black Skin, White Mask. You should read it. It's a very good book. It didn't get how long? It's about 100 years. They said, right? That it got translated. It was in French. Yep. Didn't get here, right? And you know who turned me on to this? Do y'all know who turned me on to this?
Who's that?
I'm gonna help y'all out. So be with me. I'm gonna help y'all out. Who turned me on to this?
The comedian brother.
Yep, Tommy Davidson. I just left him a couple days. What, last weekend? I think it was this weekend, something like that. But
and see, he grew up in the Virginia area.
He did. Oh yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take. You ready? Take your back. No locks.
He's
ain't
like,
nobody roosting that.
bruh, no.
He's Jack Sparrow.
I ain't got no locks in my head.
He's Jack Sparrow.
I don't know who that is. I'm a little.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, I know who it was. I'm just a little. I was playing a little slow just now.
Okay.
Yo, man. First of all, I gotta say that was a crazy show, man. I gotta be.
This girl, for the record, I have to lay this out for y'all. The girl was a groupie. I come in. This is in Philly. I come in to bust her whole groove. Most of the comedians around, I can tell y'all stories about comedians I've been around, the groupies who's been around, but I made them put her out. Watch this.
Be here tomorrow, man.
Yeah, man, please come through.
Most definitely, man. You know, it's like I had some stuff in my head already, though. We're gonna come from the off the cuff. He just checked out for those that may be listening and looking at this. He was checking out the science of my shirt.
Of course.
You know,
you got it happening.
You got it happening.
Oh, you got it happening. What we have here is we have the Olmecs right here.
They don't know nothing about that, man.
That's the Olmecs. So that
who are the Olmecs?
Well, the Olmecs are some stone statues that were left in what is today Costa Rica and Panama. But it's proof that the Africans were in Northern America before before Columbus and the Americans, which stands to reason because the Moors gave them the navigational instruments and the navigational knowledge to know where that stuff was first. But truthfully, the reason why the Portuguese started the slave trade, it made all the sense in the world because they were the first ones to know that stuff was over there. And Christopher Columbus, as we know of, Christopher Columbus was one of the first actual slavers to go up and down that coast. So it stands to reason. But actually, he was lost.
Exactly.
He was lost, and he had Moorish captains. So he didn't know where he was or if he was even going to refine it. This night right here.
You don't get it yet?
Which one? Is in the middle.
Let's go.
Just caught that right now.
Moon's sarcophagus.
Watch this.
You gonna have to leave. Okay. You gotta leave, baby, if you can't be quiet. What's wrong with her?
Come on, let's go.
You gotta leave after this.
Come on,
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Let's go. Come on.
You gotta go home, but you gotta go out here. I gotta go home. Why?
She was a groupie. Watch this. Here she go.
You're so funny. Right, me?
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Where you from, babe?
Brooklyn.
No, your family.
Ethnicity.
Brooklyn, New York.
Ethnicity.
Yeah, American.
No, you're Italian, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why.
That's why about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you know about the
Okay.
war.
Now,
Yeah, because
we're gonna talk
Italians
about
don't
that
understand
because
how
you know what? It's so
that was a spiritual
it is
reaction.
sad. It was sad that
No, that was a spiritual reaction.
No, this is I know that, and it's like when
Yeah,
you were
come
saying
about
it, she knew it. If I was, it's a movie with
No, innately, she knew.
Exactly.
That's all. It wasn't. It has nothing to do with her.
Wow.
It's almost like when you come to a brother and you say, "Hey, man, do you know where the?" I'll give you an example. I got a cab this morning, and I had my bags at the curb, and the black guy from Ethiopia opened the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Come on," and I said, "If I have to move my own bags, I'm not tipping you." So when we got to the hotel, he looked at me and I said, "I told you I'm not tipping you," and he looked a little confused. The reason why he was confused was because he didn't understand why he didn't help me with the bags in the first place. And it's what Frantz Fanon, who's one of the foremost psychiatrists, psychologists of our time, who was actually blocked out of the picture, who Malcolm X studied from, Mandela studied from, and Fidel Castro studied from, who died in the late 50s in a hotel room with the CIA in front of it. But he's foremost psychiatrist, and he published a book called, he has a book that was published of all of his work and his essays on the racism that's in European psychology.
You know about this?
Jung and Freud and their theories.
Watch.
Not only that, but he set all the modern reforms that are in mental hospitals these days.
Wow.
So they were set up like prisons. He's the one. It was his idea that you can open them up and let people walk around.
How many of y'all
He
do
also
that?
overthrew the Algerian government while running the top paper in Algeria and treating the revolutionary soldiers in the hospital at the same time. Served in the war and is from Martinique.
You on point, man. I thought
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted, man. You think
my point is that what Frantz Fanon's theory, psychological theory is that we're in a post-colonial psychology. And what he calls that is an auto-destructional stage, which is the oppressor will oppress for so long that the oppressed no longer have to be physically oppressed. They do it to themselves automatically.
It is right there.
So he was having a psychological response to me, not understanding that it was elicited by what Fanon described. You see what I'm saying? But what it did was it hurt his income. So see, what we do is we hurt ourselves in that way. That's all. And so the same reaction came from her. It's not conscious. It's not conscious. What has happened to us is a lot deeper than conscious, because if it wasn't, we can just figure it out.
So what? So that was years ago. Do you understand what I know, B? This is what is happening, sister, that the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses themselves. They don't have to do anything anymore. You ain't never hear Tommy, this is on Sway Show. You don't hear Tommy talk about that on a Sway Show. You never hear him on nobody's show talking the way he talked with me. None. You don't hear that because
he knows audience. He knows his audience.
Yeah, exactly. And trust me, he know. This is why I have to learn it, sister, because I have to dumb stuff down. I really have to. Seriously. Because I have to know the audience. I know my audience. A comedian knows their audience when they're on the stage too, y'all, for the record. Like I know y'all. I know how I know the people that will support, and I know the people that won't support. I know the people that want something for nothing. So when you see me react to them, it's not that I'm feeding into them. I just know them. You follow me? So when I'm doing these things, I'm like, yo, y'all don't get this, man. This thing is deeper than what y'all think it is. So the oppressor will oppress the oppressed until the oppressed eventually oppresses himself. So I can have a conversation with Tom.
Carter G said, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, isn't that exactly what that is? They talking about they're going to boycott Target. What the world? What are you so then when it's not there and you don't have any place to shop and we're treated like a third world country, it's like it's because you decided you don't want to circulate your funds at a store that does have vendors that's from your community. It's like, that's crazy to me. But exactly. So I have to check it out. I have not read it, but it's like instead, but because we don't know how to hold people responsible. Like for instance, I want there to be more transparency. I want on your website, I want you to be able to tell me what is the makeup of who you hire in this community. That's what I want to see. Things like that. If we would just stop letting people hide behind corporate veils and we ask them to just do things in the light, they will correct their own behavior. That is my thought on it. And that people correct their own behavior when they can't do things in the dark. And this DEI stuff, I guess you don't want to talk about too much, but
no.
I know people who personally have to administer.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You don't talk about it? Okay.
I could talk about it, but this is the case. I've covered this stuff, sister, for over 25 years. I'm gonna be real with you. It's stuff that y'all probably never ever would see in your life unless I shared it with you. It's books that I have, and I told people to buy these books, right? There are things that I do know, but I was looking at a video the other day about a dude said something about a club. And when you go to a club and you got to pay $10 for the club, you don't argue with the dude at the door, right? That's the cover charge. So it's with me too. So if you want to have connection to me, then pay me for what I know. So you're going to come and party. So this is how I look at everything, right? And I give out 2 hours of free information every day on this feed. And I call people out on many levels. Then when I said 19 keys, I said that for a reason. Because y'all follow these dudes. Most of these dudes repeat what I say. And then when I say it, it's not somebody say something about an ego. I said, y'all need to look up the definition of what an ego is. A person that has vision. An ego has vision, right? So that's what the ego is, right? So people will throw these things up, right? And as if it's Sabir, I'm not the problem. You're the problem. So when I see these people that y'all push and I say, set it up. I don't claim to be King Kong this. I don't claim to have this. I'm a bae all day. My stuff really says bae. So when I'm sitting with these people, every day is a lesson. I'm teaching you. I'm showing you. Here it is. You cannot hold someone accountable, sis, if you yourself don't know. You follow me? If you don't know yourself, right? This is why I said I'm going to do my constitutional classes soon. I might do it tomorrow. This is one.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one. I might do my constitutional class. The Constitution is still there. It's just not moving because y'all don't know it. I'm going to quote this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is all, and this is all Constitution. I have more too. I can walk you through this. It's there, but the people don't know. In the Declaration of Independence, where's my little book at? If you ever read the Declaration of Independence, right? This book here, it says government are instituted amongst men and deriving their power from the consent of the governed. That when any form of government become destructive to its ends, it is the right of the people, not persons under the 14th. Persons is under the 14th. That's what black people claim. We the people. People is a nation. A nation has a nationality. That's how it is. So we the people. So the people is separate than persons. They're not the same thing.
Right.
When you read the Constitution, it's all persons born or naturalized. It's not the people. So they created a second class, another form of citizenship under the 14th Amendment. And you're not even a citizen in there because it don't say blacks are citizens.
Right.
So how could, let's use logic. I was going to pull my logic book out. God damn, you got me pulling everything out. Hold up. How could you use, give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Let's use logic and critical thinking. Let's use
Well,
this we don't use.
I don't feel I need to do that.
I know, not you.
I know, I'm just playing. I'm being sarcastic. I don't feel I need to be logical.
No, but this is what is happening. See, y'all don't know the people that I know. Y'all don't know the people that actually email me and say, yo, brother, this person be watching your video. You'd be surprised. They all watch my videos. Trust me. You can't prove anything I'm saying that's wrong. You can't. Because I'm showing you, right? So listen, let me ask you a question, sis. Can a minor...
Before my bedtime. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but don't ever sleep. I told you that. Stop that.
I got to get up early. I get stuff done like that.
Listen, this government don't sleep. I'm telling you, I won't sleep until 3 o'clock in the morning, but the government don't sleep because they up 24/7. You know the government never shuts down. Y'all do know that, right? So, matter of fact, the federal government or state, because it is different governments. You have federal, state, local. You have the federal. You have the United States government, central government, federal government, and central government. Did y'all know that? Central, national.
Central.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Oh,
I'm not sure what that. Well, I mean, I don't know what exactly you mean.
Yeah,
I believe you, but I'm just saying, what does that mean? Like the conglomerate of all those interacting with each other?
It's a whole story. I did classes on it. I did videos on it.
Okay,
too,
okay.
Let me explain this to you real fast because you said it's late, right? So there is my son's mother years ago. What was his over? So my son he was alive. He would be 27. So I say about 28 years ago, my son's mom used to work for Amtrak. My son got killed at 22, and his mother used to work for Amtrak, and they gave her a civil service test, and she would come home and study this. I'm trying to see if I can find it because I still have it after all these years. And the civil service test, right? And it'll tell you the whole breakdown of the government, central government, federal government, United States government. What people are under is the federal government. And that's where it says subjects. People are subject to the federal government. So Trump do have authority over anybody that's under that. And that's the black people. So the next key piece will be, can a minor enter contracts?
Not supposed to, but I mean.
Okay, so let me make this make sense, right? You say they can't, right? So if a minor can't enter a contract, right?
Not a lawful one. Right. Right.
Hold up. Hold up. If a minor can't enter a contract, right? If you can't enter a contract, you call yourself a minority, right? You can't enter a contract. Think about what I just said. You're a minor.
Exactly. Right.
If you can't enter a contract because you're a minor, you don't understand what is happening to you. So what they do is they pay people. They'll pay certain people to do what? Influence you. This is why we push out here pastors and people like that to you. Who we going to pay? They would never put $100,000 behind me.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you what's going on. So when you start reading propaganda, you will understand it. How to influence people. That's what this all is based on.
Right.
And how we influence them. Oh, we can't use Sabir. We got to use somebody that's desperate for money. That's what they do. So you would never understand this. That's the father of public relations, Edward Bernays.
Right.
So when you study all of this work and you sit back and watch YouTube, I can look at YouTube and poke holes in everything that everybody's saying on this feed and tell y'all, you are a federal subject. DC is a district. It's district. It's a district. If you look up this thing, and I'm gonna give to y'all this for free, since you say you home, look up the Buck Act. Nigga, what is the Buck Act? I think it's Title 4 of the United States Codes. Now, if you got something free from me, y'all can go to my hit me down here, baby. Hit that banner right there. So I'm gonna help you out. The Buck Act is Title 4, and if you think I'm lying, let me go in the law library with you, and I'm gonna show you to your face how this go, right? It's this a thing called the Buck Act. You can probably, I know y'all like to go Google stuff, but when you Google, you said, I hate that nigga. I thought he was gonna be wrong. The Buck Act, Title 4, United States Codes. Just Google the Buck Act, or you can go to the law library and look up Title 4 of the United States Codes. So let me explain how this go. They created a fictional area. DC is a district. That's a district. It's not Maryland and it's not Virginia. It's its own nation.
Municipality.
That's all it is. This is why all your city police officers has what on them? Municipal. So in the Buck Act, they created this overlay. So Trump has authority to do what he's doing. When you're getting federally funded money, he can do what he wants. It's a federal territory. I was out here during COVID. Do you understand what was happening? Y'all don't even, I'm in Cali. Man, they made the mother. He wasn't even in office. They had to, but in Orange County, they didn't go for that. Nobody was wearing masks and all that stuff out there. But this is what was happening. So when you're getting federally funded money, you have to do what they say do.
Let me, I mean, this right here, I need to do my own like 2-hour presentation on this, because what I've heard people say this a lot, but my perspective is, okay, I don't debate anything you're saying there, but what I want to do is say, and after reading the 1871 Organic Act, you must read that. This is why we have some of these debates about, oh, you're supposed to get a notary or you're not supposed to get a notary. What it means to get something notarized in DC is different than what it means in Maryland, because the Republic, that you had the Republic Constitution still, right, pre-1933, in the quote unquote states or the republics, right? But DC, and this is something that we need to work on, but DC doesn't have that, well, I'll fall back into the republic, right? Because it's like a military. But here's another a military jurisdiction without saying I'll go to my constitution, because it doesn't have a republic constitution. Now, the thing that stands out for me is that's a big opportunity. And so, these are things that we have to put in action. We can know all day, but unless we put them in action, and some of the things I think we're seeing is bad behavior because it's a cry for help. Sometimes people make these assessments that people are just doing all this evil stuff. No, I think it might be a cry for help for us to, claim things. Now, because I've worked for the federal government before and I understand all this licensing stuff, DC is not just, or the District of Columbia is the seat of the U.S. corporate operation. But that jurisdiction, if you're taking funds, if you're taking FRNs and stuff, there still is an overlay. And
That's
so
what I said, the Buck Act. When you read the Buck Act, says
okay,
you're going to see I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nobody, period, can prove me wrong. I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm just giving you surface. If you ever watch my videos for years, you'd be like, yeah, I tried to prove this nigga wrong. You can't. And you know what somebody said to me, and brothers on here can bear witness. They be like, yo, man, I ain't seen not one of these politicians and these people trying to come up against you. They can't. The best thing to do is to ignore me. That's the best thing to do. But you can't. So you can't. So let me show you something in this little book here. This is the Constitution. Let me help y'all out. Democracy does not appear once in this Constitution. I didn't write this. This is the Constitution. You can buy these books. So when you start reading democracy, Malcolm X told y'all the story. Malcolm said what? Oh, this is the democracy book too. I got so much stuff. You have no idea, B. So I study. This is why I said I'm up all night long. It's in my brain. I memorize everything. Malcolm said in the democracy, he said one vote, one count, which means in a republic, one vote, one count. And democracy, the mob rules. That's what democracy means. The mob rules. So Malcolm said that back then. There's an 8th grade American civics book, right? 8th grade. And I'm going to quote this. I don't have it with me. It says, our republic can only work if citizens are willing to think for themselves and not simply accept what others tell them. Damn, how do I remember that book? This is an 8th grade American book from 1988. 1988 American civics book, 8th grade. Our republic can only work if citizens are willing to think for themselves and not simply accept what others tell them. So what we do, we accept what people tell us. If you took that word, right, and understood what republic, not the Republican Party, republic, means back to the public, which is the people. Republic. Democracy is two words, Latin and Greek. Demos, krasik. Demo, demon, krasik, which means the mob rules, which means those 9 people can disagree with that one and that vote counts. I did a
That's
video.
how they get them, though. That's how they get them with words like
This is why
that.
you don't
So
hear nobody bring up the Constitution. I'm pulling out the Constitutions. I'm showing you all the Constitutions. I'm showing you the federal Constitution. I'm showing you the state Constitution. I'm showing you all. Wait a minute. Where's my Constitutions at?
But we were conditioned to not learn, right?
There you go.
I mean, some of us have moved past it, whether it be through our families or our loved ones teaching us, or through having a crisis and then needing to learn, because that's what, and at first, I mean, I was kind of drawn into trying to learn, people teaching this and teaching that. And after you realize, man, this ain't right, you go through that a couple of times and you're like, let me go up to the library. It's free. You go to the library, open your mind up, it'll eliminate a lot of these conversations, but people don't want to take the responsibility that comes along with the right.
Because it's a hell. Do you understand how much responsibility I have on me? Seriously, because I get every day people like, yo, Sabir, you should talk about this. Nigga, y'all should cut me the check then. Like, I literally go through this every day, and I'm like, I have to pick my battles. That's why when you said things, I'm like, okay. And this is the thing, why we have these things. And I'm going to be real with you. I told you, I was going to work at a radio station. I did radio for 25 years. I was going to do radio in Vegas, but I'm a vegetarian. First of all, I don't eat meat. So they said, we have a sponsor. And the sponsor, who's the sponsor? The sponsor was McDonald's. I said, nigga, I don't even eat McDonald's. Like, nigga, like, you follow me? So I will be what? Be classified as a hypocrite. So our people at that time, we wanted to fit in. That's why we have these problems. We wanted to fit in because we were told that's the good thing or the right thing to do. You follow me? So you wouldn't need none of these things if you studied the law. What do I mean by that? If you study law, right, it's all there. If you read the Civil Rights Act, it's discrimination, right? You don't need all that other stuff. Just talk about the civil rights. Hold on, let me help y'all out. Here it is right here. You think I'm lying? Let me pull this up for y'all. But nobody wants to hear it from me. There it is. Civil rights is a federal statute. It's not a state thing. It's a federal statute. There it is. Let's blow it up a little further. 57 in 1964. So it's a federal thing, not a state thing. You have a federal citizenship and a state citizenship. So we were not taught these things, sister. They dropped the ball on us. That's what they did. And told us, let's get a good job. Don't question nothing. Right? So if you study the Civil Rights Act, is discrimination. I tell dudes who get jobs, let me help y'all out. The dudes that get jobs and they don't hire you, I say, you can sue them for this discrimination, right? Because that's what that Civil Rights Act is. That's what it is. Or used to have a record, nigga. I used to. That's the past. That's the past, right? Yeah, it's the past. Just like this dude right here, this guy who started this whole February the 4th thing. Y'all didn't know about him? Let me show you. They'll say that's his past, right? He the one that started the blackout for the 28th of February. He got locked up for sex-related offenses. It was him. So he would argue that's the dude who started the February thing. February 28th that all black folks are following, right? But they'll say, oh no, but you can't hold him on a past. That's his past. But wait a minute. After he pleading guilty to the motherfreaking. Can't make this up. Y'all better look it up. So you would not need, right, civil rights if you had what? Human rights. What was Malcolm trying to tell y'all?
Right.
Malcolm told you this. But this does not apply to black people because you're not a human being, bro.
Right.
What is your nationality?
Right.
And what people run from, sis, this right here. They run from this. Do you understand how crazy this is in the Declaration of Independence? I was on this island called Malta. I'll type it in, y'all. It's a beautiful place here. Y'all should try to get there. I was on this island called Malta, right? Beautiful place out in the Mediterranean. Right there. Look it up. So I'm there, and the guy was telling me if a cop beats somebody up, they go to jail. I said, nigga, what? Like, that ain't happening in the States, right? If you, because there's a certain unit, it's a certain unit out there that deal with certain people. I said, you got to be joking. He said, dude, we have human rights over here. How many human rights lawyers you know here in the United States?
Only a couple that you've mentioned.
None of them, right? So let me show you how crazy this was. So I was going to go take this class, though. Hold up. Give me 1 second. I can go still do it if I want to. But let me show you how ill this was when I was over there. And I found this. I said, damn, this is crazy. On Malta. That says juris, y'all, right there. IURIS. That means juris. And juris is a Latin term which means one who is versed or skilled in law. So this is the human rights lawyers. Nigga, you ain't gonna find no human rights lawyers over this motherfucking nigga. It ain't happening. So you would never know that if I didn't go there. So they only can give black people civil rights. And civil rights is under the color of law, which means discrimination. So what the hell do you need DEI for when they already gave it to you? It's there. You don't get how simple this is, sis. It's very simple. And for me, I'm not a dude that graduated from college. This is called common sense to me. You have people with all these beautiful degrees that don't even catch the basic fundamentals. This is simple right here.
It's just we're unaware because most people think that it benefits us, but it doesn't. Statistically, it doesn't. They change it to mean people from not even from this country. It's supposed to be equity. If you just say equity, that's what we need. Equity, not diversity and equity. No, equity. Let's start right there. And history
How are you
will
going to
lead us
divide
to
equity?
equity. Say what?
How do we divide equity and keep it together? I hear you, sis.
Right. Well, we have to not. We've been subjected to this deep. What is it? Reconstructionist history, right? So it goes back to knowledge, and so I mean, I think people are kind of waking up. That post you saw that showed of the young lady talking about that's not even for us, and so
no, it's not.
Right.
But they pay these. But see, I'm telling you like I said, I know my audience. I've been in radio, sister. I went up against a lot of people. I used to do radio with politicians, sheriffs in the room. They would say, keep that nigga away from us. That's what they would say. Keep him over there. Because I was exposing these things. This type of information don't get supported the way it should. So I just say, I wash my hands of it, say I'm fine. So when y'all ready to really get down, let me know. You can fly me anywhere, B. I'm with it. But I'm not going to be dealing with our people like that. I'm fine. So that's me inside the law library in Atlanta. Back again, constitutional laws. Which one y'all want? I keep trying to tell you, we can go there all day long with this. We can go there all day long. And I can break this down to make it make so much sense. We have so many conscious black hypocrites. And honestly, the Holy Quran speaks about hypocrites too. It's hypocrites. And I see them. That's why they get mad at me. And they say,
the Bible does too.
Huh?
That verse that talks about you looking at the splinter in someone else's eye, but you got a big log in your eye.
That's crazy. But this is what is happening.
When they say don't try to get the beam out your eye when you got a mote in don't get a beam out your brother's eye when you got a mote in yours.
Yeah, exactly.
None of what is happening has to do
You trying to get the little splinter out of their eye. They got a little bit of speck in their eye, and you worry about that. You got a big old log in your eye.
Exactly. But you're right. It has nothing to do with us, but they always have to put ourselves there. One thing I want to say before I go, and I hope y'all reach out to me. I'm gonna put my information at the bottom, my Zelle, PayPal, and Chime. But let me say this to you. I was in the UK. I was at a barrister's house, her husband. They opened up their doors to me. They let me stay there, right? It was cool as hell. And we would sit up till 4 o'clock in the morning talking. She didn't even want to be a barrister. If y'all don't know what a barrister is, it's like a person that's an attorney. She said she heard so much stuff and she had to walk away from it. She said the one thing she said about black people. She said people in the United States, black people in the United States, like they love this thing called the trauma cup. That's what she told me. She said the trauma cup. That's why this stuff is happening. When she said that, I said, damn, dude. She said the trauma cup. We love trauma. We don't want truth. I'm open for this dialogue. So y'all should do me a favor, and I thank you, sisters. You should come on here more often because we need more sisters on here to come on and have this conversation. But I hope y'all share this out on X. I have an X. Is Real Sabir Bey on X. Again, Real Sabir Bey on X. Real Sabir Bey on Instagram. And I'm fine. Let's get this conversation sparked. But in the meantime, in between time, hit that Zelle, PayPal, and Chime, and tell the devil, huh.
Thank you.
Share the videos, people.
Be strong. Be strong. You can tell the devil. You can tell the devil. You can tell the devil. Word. You can tell the devil. Tell the devil. Word. Word. You can tell the devil.
Tell them hoo-ha. Don't be a stranger, baby. Support. Gotta go, gotta go.
When the devil got your soul and you ain't got control, you know you born again when you feel like you old. Put your mind on Christ, put your mind on Christ. For everlasting life, you must listen to this. Now you can get with this, or you can get with that. I'll make you go with this. Your Christians, where you at? For Christians, KRS. With church of the harvest. For parents, looking at hip hop, winning up to less. Under this as a fire, his choir brings the fire. He's taking it higher. Tell the devil is a liar. I know you think about the right to count. And I see the spirit that makes you lose your ways. But we got something that is bigger than best. And we stand upon the rock that cannot break. Through the millennium, don't you think we've been here before? Through the millennium, God is always open the door.